Hello, welcome to Verbaling. Hi there, I'm teacher Oakley, and for the next hour, we are going to be starting a little series of classes at this particular time slot for the next 3 days, in which we will be looking at roots and affixes of words. Now, affixes is just a fancy word for prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes, of course, common combinations of letters, common syllables, really, that begin different words that have different effects on those root words. And suffixes, of course, go at the ends of words. In today's class, we're more or less focusing mostly on the roots of words, and we'll talk about them. Students will have a chance to look at some and see if they can think of vocabulary words related to these roots. And we'll do a few exercises as well, general discussion. Okay, that's basically the idea of the class. Let me welcome students to the class and we'll get started. Hello, Dimas. How are you?
Yeah, hello, thanks. Are you?
Hi. I'm fine, thank you. Welcome to the class. And also Andreas.
Hello, teacher. How's it going?
Andreas. It's okay. You know, it's Monday. Welcome.
Today is Sunday.
Sunday night.
It's still Sunday.
Yeah. Well, I'm in your future. In your present. So anyway, welcome to the class. Is it? I'm sorry, Mohe.
Yeah. Yes. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How should I pronounce your name?
My name is Muhammad, but I shortcut my yes, Mohi.
Really? That's the shortcut for Muhammad?
Really? No. This is from me. No, not in general.
Not in general. Oh, it's
Yeah.
for you. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thanks. Well, educate me. You know, I don't know. I'm ignorant. So Mohi, you prefer?
Yes.
You prefer Mohi? Okay,
Yeah.
Mohi it is. Hi, I'm Oakley.
Hi.
Oakley's fine. Okay, welcome to the class. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Talk to you in a little bit. All right, let me also welcome Hassan.
Hey.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to do a screen share, and we're going to start. I'm going to have you guys help me out reading a little bit about what roots are and their function. The idea behind this whole series of lessons at this time for the next 3 days is if you guys can recognize root words, when you run into vocabulary words that you don't know, often you can figure it out in context. That's the advantage to learning this stuff. So here we go. Okay, because I'm lazy, I'm going to let you do the work for me. Demas, can you read this first paragraph for me, please?
A root, as its name suggests, is a world apart from which other words grow, usually through the addition of prefixes and suffixes. The root of the word vocabulary, for example, is voc, a Latin root meaning word or name. This root also appears in the word advocacy, convocation, evocation, vocal, and vociferous.
Very good. Okay. So, well, we all know the meaning of the word vocabulary. Words, okay. Advocacy, to speak for someone in someone's behalf. Convocation, a meeting to speak, evocation, to evoke. Words, vocal, obviously, we know vocal, sound, speaking, all right. Vociferous is an adjective. Vociferous means somebody who speaks a lot. Okay, so words, but also speaking. So sometimes the root word is not really absolutely directly related to the Latin root meaning word. But you can see like vocal and vociferous, it has to do with speaking words. Sometimes there's a little bit of a logical leap when we use these Latin roots. I might add, in addition to this information, yeah, okay, fine. We often add prefixes at the beginning, suffixes at the end to create words. Another way we create words is by combining two roots together. Is also a very common way of creating words. All right, Andres, can you take over?
Okay.
Next paragraph.
Okay. Understanding the meaning of the common word roots can help us deduce the meanings of new words that we encounter.
Yeah. Okay, so you know the basic meaning, what they're saying here is in context. When you're reading something and you don't know a word related to the, subject noun, object nouns, and verbs, or what have you. And by the way, native speakers do this all the time, and you probably do this in your own languages. You're reading something, you come across a vocabulary word you don't know, and you recognize it. One of the steps to help you recognize it is recognizing also, because you're recognizing maybe suffixes, for example, or the root, you can recognize if it's a noun, a verb, an adjective, or an adverb. And also recognizing the word form, those are the forms, and then if you know the meaning of the root, this can go a long way to helping deduce meaning. All right, Moe, you want to read this next one, please, for me? Thank you.
But be careful, root words can have more than one meaning and various shades of meaning. In addition, words that look similar may derive from different roots. So when you meet up with a new word, be sure to really on a dictionary to check its definitions.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so the first sentence here, the shades of meaning, exactly what I pointed out with vocabulary. Voca means words, but we have those other related words like vocal, speaking, of speaking, having to do with speaking, vociferous. Shades of meaning, that's what we're talking about here. The second sentence here makes another very strong point. Derive here is a verb meaning they come from, they originate from different roots. Many roots are quite similar, like one letter difference, like a vowel difference. This actually happens a lot, so you do have to be careful. Word of warning there. And the last one, another verb, Mohe, to rely. Rely. Not really, but rely. It's a long I sound. Okay. If you rely on somebody, if I rely on you to pick me up at the airport, I count on you, I depend on you. So that's the meaning there. Okay. One more, and then we're going to try a little activity here, see what roots you guys might be familiar with. To help us introduce it, Hassan, can you read this last paragraph?
Okay. The table below defines and illustrates 30 of the most common Greek and Latin roots. The letter in parentheses indicates whether the root word is Greek or Latin.
Yeah. Okay. Hassan, parentheses.
Parentheses. Okay.
The answer. pronunciation is a little strange
Yeah.
compared to what you see there, but yeah, that's it.
Um,
So you see the G and the L, these are in parentheses, or sometimes just called brackets. Those are parentheses. Okay, let me welcome another student to the class before we get started. Hey, Halen. Hey there, Halen.
Hi everybody.
Hi. Welcome to the class. Okay, I'm gonna manipulate things a little bit here, so we can go kind of one at a time. Let's see what you guys. So we've got roots, and we're gonna talk about what these roots mean. And if you don't have any clue, all right. The object of learning the roots is, well, this is a good exercise. Think of words that have the root, and what do they have? If you can think of 2 or 3 words, what do they have in common? And okay, so you can do this when you're running into vocabulary you don't know. Think about other words that have similar roots, similar parts of the word. So, Halen, I'm going to throw you right in. First one here, ast or aster. Can you think of any words that have this root? Halen?
Hi, like asteroid?
Well, yeah. Excellent. Very good. Any others?
Asterisk.
Huh? Somebody else? Go ahead. It's okay. Asteroid. Excellent.
Asterisk.
Asterisk. Actually, yes. Interestingly enough, we can talk about that. Halen, do you have any idea what this root means? Let me give you a couple others. Astrology, astronomy, asteroid,
From the sky?
asterisk. From the
Wait.
sky. Pretty good. Guess.
What do you mean by Aster? I mean, I don't really get it.
Asteroid.
Aster, I mean the Aster. I don't know, what do you mean by
That is the root. Okay. So the root is the main part of a word, and then astrology, we add ology, L-O-G-Y. That is a suffix.
Okay.
Okay, so we look at the word, and then we add a suffix. Astronomy, so we add onomy. That's the suffix or added part. Asterisk. Actually, that's very funny, but yes, we add another part, I-S-K. So we're using the root word asteroid, another suffix.
Oh, yeah, I got it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the point. So of the sky is Halen's guess, which is not a bad guess at all. It's very interesting somebody said asterisk. I love that, actually. That's very cool. There's a kind of flower called an aster as well. What does an asterisk look like? What does
Like a star.
like a star? Bingo,
Yeah.
bango, bongo. Exactly, and that is the meaning. Star. So we have asteroid, astronomy. An asterisk looks like a little star. The flower aster, it has the long petals. That, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it has the long petals that come out, and it really does look like a star, interestingly enough. So we can have words that have a really wide variety of meaning, but still related. So this is an interesting first example. All right, next one. Demas, Audi. And don't say the car. Demas, can you think of any words that have a
Audience.
Audience? Very good.
Audio, maybe.
Audio. Excellent. Very good. So, what do those words relate to? What do they have in common?
Here, maybe.
Exactly. Bingo. Audible. Audible means you can hear it. Audience. Audio. Audiophile. Lots of words that have to do with hearing. Very common root word. Excellent. Very good. What does that have to do with the car? I have no idea, because it's such a smooth running car, you can hardly hear it. I don't know, really, honestly. Andreas, how about auto? Lots of words start with auto.
Auto, automobile.
Automobile, okay. Any others?
Automotive.
Automatic.
What's that, Andreas?
Automotive. Automotive.
Automotive, okay. What's that, Halen? You had one?
Automatic.
Automatic. Automatic is a very good one here.
Automatically.
Autonomous. Automatic. Okay, Andreas, any idea what auto, the root auto, might mean?
Uh,
I think automatic is a very good example, actually. Any idea?
I don't have the
Remote?
root.
No.
So
What's
it's like
that? Sorry, Halen? Sorry?
No, no.
No? Oh, okay. Somebody else had a
it's
guess?
like it works.
Auto, like automatic, doing something by itself.
Yeah, okay. Hi, David, by the way. Didn't see you sneak in there.
I just sneaked in. I just sneaked in.
Yeah, you did. Like, you're quiet like a tree. All right. Doing it by yourself. Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Automatic, autopsy. Okay, so, all right, this is a little tricky to think about automobile. Okay, self-mobile. All right, now this is a case like automobile, mobile, all right, moving, able to move, and auto. This is an example of two roots kind of stuck together to create a word. So self-moving, the idea that you can move yourself around. All right. Sometimes it takes a little bit of a, I don't know, leap in logic, I suppose. Let me quickly welcome Ken to the class. Hi, Ken.
Yes, hello.
Hi. How are you today?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
Okay. So far, so good. The week just started.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Let's take an. Here's one I think you can figure out. Okay, Mohe.
Yes.
All right. What do you think?
Really?
Can you think of any words with Bene? Bene.
No, I don't understand this.
Do you know any English words that have Bene as part of the word? No?
No.
Awesome. Okay, let's get some help from the other students. Anybody?
I know.
Do this together.
Means good, like benefactory, benefits, beneficent.
Okay, beneficial. How about that? Beneficial, benefit,
Benefactory, benevolent also.
benevolent. Good. All right. Bene actually, I think in some other languages actually means good.
Oh.
Maybe Italian. Benefit, benign. The word, if you run into a word that has this as part of the word, it has something, the chances are extremely good that it has something to do with good, as opposed to something to do with evil, which has the
Mal, maybe
word mal.
malfactory. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Mal, malevolent, malignant, bad. These are. If you have a tumor and it's benign, that's good. It's not going to hurt you. If it's malignant, if you have a malignant tumor, that's not good. You might have cancer or something. That's not good at all. Okay. Moving on. Hassan, how about bio? Think of any words with bio?
Like bioactive, maybe?
Sorry?
Bioactive.
Bioactive. Active?
Activity.
Bioactivity? Okay.
Biology.
Yeah, biography.
Biology. Biography. Mm-hmm. Okay. What is biology? And biology, the study of bio. Biography is somebody's life story, right? So, what do you think, Hassan? What is this?
Bio.
What do you
I
think
don't
of
know.
the meaning?
Meaning life. Truly.
Life.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Biology is the study of
Alright.
life. Biography, biology, bioluminescence. How about that one? Bioluminescence.
What's that?
Bioluminescence. Do you know what that is?
No, no idea.
Okay. That is luminous. Lumen means light.
Yeah.
So, okay, so bioluminescence, life light. So, for example, a lightning bug or firefly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's life light. All right, there's an example.
Biodegradable.
All right, there you go. We often combine bio with other roots to create words. It's very commonly used with other root words. A lot of them, actually. All right, moving on.
Chron.
Okay, David, actually.
Well, chrono means with time, like a chronology, chronometer.
Chronometer. Chronometer.
Chronometer.
What's a chronometer?
Chronometer is its measure the time.
Yeah, of course. Fancy name for a watch, actually.
Right.
Okay. Chronic. If something happens chronically, or if something is chronic, it happens over and over, time and time again. We actually have the English phrase. Synchronize. Synchronize your watches. All right, class. Synchronize your watches. Means we set the time so they're all the same. Exactly. All right.
Chronology.
Chronology. But yeah, that should have been there. Absolutely. Okay. Ken, can you think of any words with dict? D-I-C-T.
Dictator.
Okay. Interesting. Any others?
Diction, maybe diction.
Diction. Okay.
Dictionary.
Dictionary. Okay. If you have good diction, what do you have?
I don't know, this word reminds me, but I forgot the meaning. Maybe talk or something.
Okay. All right. Prediction. If you make a prediction.
Prediction. Mm-hmm.
Say. Talk. You got it. Yeah, you got it, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
Dictate. Diction. Diction is the ability to speak well. You have good diction. You speak very clearly. And I'm talking in terms of pronunciation and flow of speech. Dictate. If you dictate, you tell people what to do. So if you're a dictator,
Yeah.
tell everybody what to do. Okay. Right. All right. Next one, Halen. Going back to you. Halen.
Hi.
Hi.
Like ducktail.
Like what? DuckTales. The movie? Sorry.
Oh.
What? Again, Halen? Sorry, I'm messing with you.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
How about ductile is okay, right? Ductile or ductile?
What about induction?
Induction, subduction. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of ductions.
Duckboard.
Ductboard.
Yeah.
Duct. D-U-C-T.
Yeah.
Aqueduct. Induct.
Induct, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Halen, any idea? Duct tape. Any idea what duct might mean? Think of like, I don't know, aqueduct. Do you know what an aqueduct is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's a good, all right, well, there's an excellent sometimes, okay, also, we learn these things so we can learn unidentified words. But sometimes we can think about words that that we know that may combine two roots, like aqua. You probably know what aqua means. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pipeline.
It's something like cylinder or
Okay.
tube.
Okay. Aqua. What is aqua?
Water.
Water.
Water everywhere. Yeah. Aquarium, aqueduct. Okay. Well, all right. Your idea of like a tube, something that helps something move from one place to another. Well, lead. Okay. Something like that. Also, other words like deduce, produce, to make. Interesting. Okay, so notice. All right. Actually, I kind of misled you. I misled myself, to tell you the truth. I was really using the root duct with a T here. Okay. So, all right. Actually, I fooled myself. It's easy to get fooled. These are two different roots. Even though they're so close, it fooled me too. I was thinking about duct and not just DUC. All right, actually, lesson learned for you and for me. I got ahead of myself with this one. All right, so this is really looking at deuce, produce, deduce, which kind of means reduce. Okay. Which is a little different, so my bad there. I got ahead of myself.
Induce, maybe, also.
Induce.
Induction.
Yes. Induction. Right.
Introduction.
Introduction. Very good. Okay. Intro. Duction. Okay. Classic.
Educate.
Education. Very good. All right. We're adding your introduction, education. You're adding both a prefix and a suffix. Okay. To lead or to make. Okay, the next one is all right. This one's definitely a little more complex. Demas, Gen, Gen.
Okay. Generator, general.
Yeah, great. What does the generator do?
It's make energy.
Okay, it sure does. All right. Can you think
General.
of any other general? General, yeah. That's a hard one. General is so general in meaning.
Gender.
Gender.
Generous.
Generous. Genetic.
Generation.
Okay, now here, all right.
Genius.
I heard of a couple. Okay, here's another place it gets very confusing because there's really two, just like DUC, DUCT, there's really two different roots, and this is what you have to be careful of. Are you looking at gen or gena, like genetic, and genes, and geneticist, and all those words? All right, because that's a little bit different. Okay. Demas, any idea what gen might mean in Latin?
It's life, maybe.
Energy, maybe.
Actually,
Give birth.
give birth. Gene, generate. Okay, well, all right, again, I fooled myself. All right. Okay. Give birth. How generous. All right. Interesting.
احنا قاعدين ندرس يا اخي تزعجنا احنا قاعدين نتعلم.
Hello? Mohi, are you talking to us or you're
لا تو يا اخي نفس واحدة.
talking to your mom over there?
Oh.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's move on. The next one.
اوكي خلاص بس مش تكثر ها بدي انا اقري معك بس انه درس يبدي الساعة
I don't know. Mohi, can you hear me?
يبدي الساعة 12 اسف.
Okay, I'm not sure if he realizes that we're all listening to his phone call. So,
كويس
gotta-
والله. وش رايك
He
أنت؟
doesn't realize that.
I don't think so. So, I don't want to get into his business there. It's none of my business what he's talking about. So, Mohi, I have muted you for the time being. Okay. Well, all right. Andres, next one, Geo. Can you think of any
Geo.
words with Geo?
I think it's related with the Earth.
Yeah, very good. Can you a couple examples of words?
Geography, geological,
Very good.
geospatial.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Geom.
Okay. Very, very clear and direct.
Geodynamics, geodesy.
Geopolitics.
Geopolitics. Yeah. Okay. Very, very direct root word meaning there. All right. The next one, not so direct. Okay. Mohe, are you there? You can unmute yourself, or are you still on your call? All right. We'll come back to him. Hassan, how about graph? This is a tough one.
Graphic, maybe.
Graphic. Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. All right. What does graphic mean? Yes.
Graphic means like, I don't know, create something or like map. I don't know.
Well, okay. It has the it has the root and then the classic IC suffix, meaning having to do with something.
Yeah,
Right.
like measuring something. I don't know.
Like measuring something. Well,
Yeah.
or writing actually,
Oh, okay.
or recording, maybe
Yeah.
closer.
Paragraph.
Autograph.
Autograph, graphic, something to do with
Paragraph.
paragraph. All right, that. Okay, part of part of graph writing. All right, graphic.
Excuse me?
A graph.
Writing. A graph or just graph.
Geography.
Oh yeah. I am moving.
So expression, right? Like the expression.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, or graphic. Graphic novel really is one that uses writing. So not just directly writing, but also recorded. A graph isn't really writing, but it is recorded information. So writing, recorded.
Expression.
Both of those things. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, photograph also is like recording the picture, right?
Photograph. That's right. Okay. So there you go. Yes, you record a photo. Okay. Hi, Sam. Welcome to the class. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, our next example. Sam, I'll talk to you in a little bit, or what have you. Okay. David. Juror or just now. Okay.
Have to be with judging something or justice. So we have juror, which is part of the court.
Yeah.
Justification,
justice, jurisprudence. All of those things have something to do with
legal things, law.
Legal,
yeah, we go.
Law. There you go. Jury, justice, etc. Okay.
Justification.
Now, notice, just like in English or Portuguese or Spanish or whatever your native tongue is, I'm sure you have synonyms in your language, more than one word that means the same thing. We all do. Same thing in Latin and Greek, where most of these roots come from. So notice that there are obviously two different roots here with the same meaning. That's because the same thing happened in Latin and Greek. They had synonyms, of course. All right. This one, next one's a little tricky. Ken. Log. Or log.
Dialogue.
Dialogue. Very good. Okay. All right.
Prologue.
Roger.
or monologue, dialogue.
Monologue.
Okay.
Lodger.
What's that?
Lodger.
Logic, no.
Logic?
Logic. Yeah.
Maybe.
Logic and lodger.
I don't know,
Like that.
lodger.
Like that, a
Spell it.
lodger.
Can you spell it? Like what?
Logger.
Logger. Well, that has to do with logs, like pieces of wood. A logger.
A logger.
I don't know, blog.
Okay.
Blog. Okay.
Blog.
Okay, Ken, any guesses as to... All right.
Maybe, yeah, it's also related to talk or write or tell or
Actually,
told.
isn't this interesting? Sometimes it's a little bit of a leap in logic. Interestingly, okay, I know you think monologue, one person, dialogue, two people. What are you talking about? You're talking about them speaking, but okay. Sometimes we have this little bit of a leap in deduction here we have to make. Obloquy. Wow.
What is it? Obloquy.
Obloquy. I don't know. It's a new one for me.
Obloquy is about talking.
Spelled right?
Yeah.
Is it? I thought this was spelled differently. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be about talking, and it's going to be related to like dialogue and monologue and such. Hang on a second.
Dictionary said a complaint or say a bad thing to consider that.
Okay, to complain. All right. Public criticism, verbal abuse. All right. Okay, that's interesting. Probably because of ob. Ob is definitely negative. Obsolete. Okay. Interesting. That's an interesting one. So sometimes the logic isn't. It's a little, a little circular there. Okay, sharing thoughts or giving thoughts, not necessarily speaking them. Interesting. Okay, Sam, how about Luc? Can you think of any words that have the root word Luc, L-U-C?
Local?
Not local. Local is L-O-C. Sam, are you there?
Yes. Unlock.
Okay.
No.
What?
Not. No. Unlock.
Unluck? Well, unlucky.
Yes.
I think more like a lucid, pellucid.
Maybe lucid.
Pellucid.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, maybe reluctant.
Lucid.
Lucid.
Lucid. All right, if you're thinking lucidly or something's lucid, what is that?
It's like, I don't know.
Light.
Light, yeah, light.
Clear.
Light, clear.
Trans.
There you go.
Trans.
Light. Lucid. Translucent. Light can trans.
Illusion too. Illusion maybe also.
Okay, yeah, okay. Trans means like transportation, moving.
Yes.
Right. Translucent, actually, it means
not clear.
Actually, translucent means light can pass through it, so you can see through something that is translucent. Okay. Trans. I'm
To
sure
see
you
through. Yeah, to see through.
Yeah. Trans, I'm sure you recognize. Okay. Oftentimes, you're going to see a new word and think, okay, what is that? You break it into parts, basically, and see if you recognize the parts. Trans means like, okay, transportation. Okay. So we know what it's about. Moving, going through. So moving light. All right. Man. Aha.
Manually.
Manually. Yeah, all right.
Management.
Management. Yeah.
Management.
Management. Okay. All right.
Manager.
Manufacture.
Manufacture. Yes.
Manner.
Man-made.
Man-made. Well, kind of. Yeah. All right. Manuscript. Manipulate.
Manipulate, right?
Mankind.
All right.
Mankind.
Tell me.
Any idea here?
From the hand.
Excellent. How did you figure that out? You're exactly right. Sometimes, Halen, what is your native language?
Spanish.
Okay, what is the word for hand in Spanish?
Mano.
It's the same.
Mano.
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 That's
But the root is the same.
right. Precisely. So those of you who speak the Romance languages, Spanish or Portuguese or Italian or whatever, you have a little bit of an advantage. You do, because you have shared roots. In English.
We have an edge.
You have an edge. Lucky you. How does, okay, manual, now I understand that. Manual, use your hands now. I'm sorry.
Manure.
I'm a little confused by this one.
Well, you pick it up with your hands.
I guess you do. I use a shovel myself.
But still you use your hands. And
All right. Okay. That's an interesting one. Now, sometimes, okay, I never put this together myself, manure and hand. I never thought about that. Yeah, go ahead. Question?
But ur came from the urine, maybe also.
Oh, maybe. Okay. Yes.
Yes. My question is that roots and affixes, right? So when we see that here is a man and hand, I really not clear about that. What does it mean?
Okay. Man, or actually manu, in Latin, that's the L here, by the way, is actually the Latin word for hand. And a great deal of the English language is derived from Greek and Latin. In fact, in Western countries, it was normal to teach Greek and Latin to everyone up until maybe 50, 60 years ago.
And what about you?
The U,
yeah.
sometimes the idea of the U being in parentheses here, sometimes you will see the U and sometimes you will not. For example, manipulate definitely comes from the idea to use your hands to change something. Even though it's more abstract, you manipulate a person, you basically try to change them. Not really with your hands, much more abstractly, right? So the U there may appear in English words or not. That's the idea. The idea being that this word was originally Latin. It's root, or we also can say base word. You'll hear either way. And then we end up with words. We add things like al suffix, and by the way, suffixes have meanings as well. We'll be looking at suffixes a little bit in more detail tomorrow, actually, at the same time. Today we're kind of concentrating on the roots. Right, and if we recognize the parts of words, especially in context, it can really help to help understanding the vocabulary. Okay. Next one. I forgot where we were here. Okay. I forgot where we were. All right. Demas. How about manned or mend? Mend. What does that have to do with it? Can you think of words with either of these?
Mandate.
Mandate? Yes.
Mandate. Mandate, maybe.
Mandate. Mandatory. Yeah. Okay. Command. All right.
Recommend.
Recommend. Recommend, not recommend. Recommend, yeah. All right. What? Now this is a little bit more difficult, challenging. Demas, what do those words all have in common? What do you think? Tough one.
Order. It's order.
Order. Yes, it is order. Okay. All right. Okay. Demand. Of order. All right. Recommend. Okay, so this is interesting, a little more difficult to process, but if you think about it, okay, here's another one with really two roots. And a tough one. These smaller roots, like these here, miss and mit, these are tough, and they're usually tougher to figure out. Andres. Can you think of any with miss and mit?
Yeah.
Mismanagement.
Okay.
What did you say?
Somebody said mismanage.
But I'm thinking about more like something in the middle, like
right.
A mist or intermittent.
Right. See, these words, these are tougher because we associate them. Somebody said mismanagement. We associate them with suffixes. Okay, now this is the clue. All right. The whole reason you learn these roots and affixes. When you're trying to think of the meaning of a word you don't know, David has the right strategy. Try to think about it when it's in the middle of a word. Very frequently we combine two roots to make a new English word, or it was new at some point, I should say.
Commitment.
Commitment.
Dismiss.
Dismiss. Okay. All right. Okay. Andres?
Yeah.
Tough one. Any clue what these words could have in common? Admit.
But I think miss and mit has different meanings.
Well, notice how. Okay. Notice words that different forms use the same root. For example, admission, admit.
Admit, yeah.
Commitment, commit. Yeah.
Submit.
Submit, submission. Notice that the two word forms, the verb and the noun, one has mit and one has miss. Right?
Okay, so it could be related with sending. Yeah.
Yeah. Missive. Also, we're thinking about missive. You know?
Missive,
yeah.
a message.
A letter. Yeah, missive.
Yeah, sending. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, missile.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah, that's scary. Okay. All right. Transmission. All right. Send. You. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Missile. The next one we might be able to figure out.
How?
Mohe, you here?
Yes?
Omni. Do you know any words with omni?
Oh, this first time.
Really? Okay. Good. You will learn something. Because this isn't a very unique one. It isn't like a lot of others, and it's very, very clear in every word it's part of. Anybody else know any words with
omnipresent?
Yeah, omnipresent.
Omnipresent.
That's right.
Omniglot.
What, Ken?
Omniglot. Is it what?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Omnifarious. Maybe.
Omnibus.
Omniverse.
Omnivorous. Omnivorous.
Omniverse. It's somebody said it correctly the first one time.
Omniverse.
Okay. I have to tell you, when I do classes with roots and affixes, when we look at these things, as a native speaker of many, many years and an English teacher, I guarantee to learn at least a couple of new words when I'm teaching the class, because students will actively start combining roots and or other roots and or affixes, and they will present words that even I didn't know. It's very common, and it happens a lot. I mean, every time that I teach these classes, I am always learning new words as well, because of the nature of how these work. Okay, so who am I talking to here? Andres? No, not Andres. Mohe.
Yes, yes.
Any idea, omniverse, omnipresent, any idea what this might mean?
No.
Okay, anybody else have an idea?
Yeah, in every way.
Oh.
Everything or everywhere.
Everything.
Like
ways.
omniscient too.
Oh.
Omniscient in literature. Omniscient.
Oh.
Knowing everything.
Knowing everything. That's right. No, omnipresent, always present. All, yeah, everything. Omnivorous, you eat everything. Oh, omnivorous. Yeah, right. Omnivorous, you're omnivorous. Well, maybe you're not. Some of you may be vegetarians. I'm omnivorous, I should say. Okay, I eat meat and I eat vegetables as well. Bears are omnivorous. Okay. Omni is all. All right. Path. Okay. Hassan, can you think of any words with path?
Pathetic, maybe?
Pathetic?
Yeah.
Pathetic.
Okay.
Oh.
Sympathetic.
Sympathy.
Pathetic.
Pathetic. Pathos.
Pathos.
Pathology. Yeah, okay.
Pathology.
Empath. Okay.
Empathy.
Empathy, yeah.
Indeed, yes. Hassan,
Yeah.
what do you think?
So it's like road, maybe?
Pathological. It's like what?
Road.
Right, well, empathy, sympathy.
Well, nothing to do with road, man. Feel.
Feelings. Whoa.
Wait, well, how come? I mean...
Okay. A pathological liar. Okay.
Well, we have empathy, sympathy, empathetic, all this stuff. Sympathy.
Well, think about other words like psychopath, sociopath. Okay. Actually, you're talking about the lack of feelings when you talk about psychopath or sociopath. Yeah. Okay. Empathy and sympathy definitely have to do with feelings, though, right? It's very clear. Pathetic means you have feelings towards somebody, you express, or maybe you don't express, but something is worthy of your feelings. Okay, so path, something to do with feelings and emotions, you could say.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Phil, other than it being a name like Phil. Okay. Let's see. Halen. Phil. Can you think of
Philosophy.
Philosophy.
Sure. All right.
Philo.
Philo, like
what's that last one?
philo, that you said.
Philo.
Philanthropist.
Philanthropist, yes. That's a good one. Okay. And there's a whole giant group of related words with file, with an E on the end. Bibliophile. I don't know. Lots of words with P-H-I-L-E at the end. Okay. If I'm here's a new word. Maybe for some of you. Halen, if I'm a bibliophile, what does that mean?
May you please repeat?
If I'm a bibliophile. How about if I'm an Anglophile? There's another one. There's a whole lot of these words. So if I'm an Anglophile, okay, file is 1/2, Anglo.
Mm-hmm.
It's something to do with English
Mm-hmm.
or English culture.
It's like be relational or be involved.
My other word was bibliophile. I'm a bibliophile. Biblio has to do with books. Okay, so if I'm an Anglophile, I love the royal family. I love English traditions. I'm a bibliophile. I love books. It has to do with love. Love, love, love. All right. Philanthropy. Oh, giving, giving. Maybe you didn't know that. Philosophy. Okay.
Love studying.
Okay.
Symbiophile.
Bibliophile. There it is. Okay. It has to do with love.
Yeah.
Something.
And when you say hemophilia,
Ah. Okay.
that word is relational with that root?
What's the word again?
Hemophilia.
Hemophilia? What is that? What does that mean?
Like blood, love to blood, something.
Yeah.
Oh, hemophilia.
Okay, hemophilia.
Yeah, okay, hemo has to do with blood. Yeah, you love blood because your body can't hold the blood. You don't, right? If you're a hemophiliac, that's the person. You're talking related to hemophilia, hemophiliac, right?
I think have to do with purify the blood or something. Love to.
Well, think about it. If you're a hemophiliac, it means your blood does not clot.
Mm-hmm.
So if you cut yourself, you just keep bleeding. It doesn't naturally clot and stop bleeding. So if I was a hemophiliac, I most certainly would love blood. Definitely. I would like to keep my blood and not pour out on the ground. That would result in my imminent death.
You're bad.
Yeah, I would imagine. It does make sense. Sometimes we have to do these convoluted, deductions and logic to get to that idea. So sometimes it's really, really obvious and right in your face, like Bio or Omni. Sometimes it's a lot more, circular logic to get there. Okay, next one here. Phone. David?
Have to do with sound, like a telephone, homophone. Yeah, sound. There we go.
Phonograph. Phonics. So
Phonics. Telephone.
Right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Now that one's very straightforward, and most of the words associated with it extremely straightforward. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, as is the next one here. Ken?
Photo.
Okay.
What is photo?
Photo is photo.
Photo is a photo. Okay, technically photograph.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. So Ken, think about, we have a G here. In Greece, they didn't have Nikons in Greece. They weren't going around snapping a lot of pictures. So what do you think in Greece, in Greek, it meant? Sometimes we have to think about the nature of the fact that these root words were created a long time ago.
Maybe sunshine or...
yeah. There was certainly light back in ancient Greece. Even though they weren't taking photographs. Yeah, okay. Well, consider how photographs are actually created. It's the use of reflected light, really. Right? Yeah. Photon. Okay. Photon.
Photobiology.
Okay.
Photobiology.
Photobiology. All right. Okay. What's a photon? Does anybody know?
Yeah, photon is a particle of the light.
Yes.
Corresponds to a modern theory of the physics.
Okay. Light is both a wave and a particle. That idea. Yeah. Craziness. Yeah, okay, all right. Well, yeah, that's it. So there you go. Particle of light, Ken, is a photon. There you go. So, okay, port. Hard to port. Sam? Can you think of any words with port?
Port?
Export. Sorry.
Passport.
Portable? Passport?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Transport.
And
Transport? Yeah. Very good.
Import.
Import?
Export.
Portal?
Portable.
portable.
Portable. And just portal. And just port. Okay. Sam, any guesses what this might mean if you think about the relationship of all those words we just all mentioned?
Port means maybe it's related to transfer.
Well, yes, in some way. Or how about carry?
Carry or transfer. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Because all things are related to
Transfer.
that.
Carry or transfer. Yeah. Export. Oh, yeah. For export, import. Portable. All right. Very good. Ooh. Ooh. Next one. This one's very challenging indeed. Demas. Keep getting these tough ones. Quit or quit, maybe.
Quit.
Okay.
Quit.
What is that?
Quietly.
Quiet. Quietly?
Quietly.
Or equipment.
Well, that's quip.
Quickly.
Quit. Well, quiet. Rest. Quit. Tranquil. I see where we're going here. And you know where else I see where we're going? I see that I'm actually overtime and late for my next class. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Yeah, I guess if I need to quit the class. Sorry about that, but I didn't. Time got away from me.
You have to transfer to another class.
Yeah, I do. So,
Transport.
yeah, I do.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks.
Bye bye.